Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today I'm going to be showing you how I curl my hair. This isn't anything revolutionary, but I've just found that this is like the best method to keep my hair staying curly for longer, especially if you have a lot of thick hair, and mine's like super straight, and because of that, and it's really long, so it will really try to deflate those curls really fast, but I found this method really helps. So this is how I keep it so it lasts a lot longer. You definitely want to start out with brushing that hair really thoroughly. You're first going to want to go in with a heat protectant. Use whatever you have. This is just the one I had. It was a Hot Toddy heat protectant spray that I got in my BoxyCharm forever ago, and I need to be better at using this because it definitely does help your hair from getting more damaged with the heat. Because I have a lot of hair, I section the top layer up and just bun it up on top of my head real messy. Sometimes I'll use a clip or just a hair tie. But this way I can get more layers so I can have even more volume. And again, you're just going to really want to brush it out. We're taking the Remington 1/2 to 1 inch tapered ceramic curling wand. I've had this since high school, and this is actually something I bought off eBay because I thought I lost my last one and then I found it, so now I have 2 of them. But this is the only curling iron that I've ever used that actually really works on my hair and keeps the curls. And then we're taking the Mariana all-purpose curl clips. I have these ones, but I also have like some duckbill ones that are like more pointed. I actually prefer those. Those ones there aren't any holes like this in the middle has, so my hair gets a little more tangled in these than the duckbill ones. So I would suggest buying those ones. I will put that down below. I just had these from when I graduated high school, and I thought, ooh, beauty school, that's for me. No, it was not. Hair is very hard, and my anxiety cannot handle that. So I just have a lot of leftover stuff from that, even though I was only there 2 weeks. So they made me keep it all and pay for it, which was really nice. You can hear the sarcasm in that. But I like to put it in my hair and leave it in there for about 10 seconds and then keep that little like curl held up, and then I just pin it in like a little pin curl. So this is like very like, I feel like this is how the ladies of the 50s, 60s used to do their hair, but they would probably use little bobby pins instead of the clips. And I have done this where I will curl my hair, put it up into these little pin curls, put a little satin bandana around my head, and then I'll sleep with it. And it is very comfortable because they're not a bunch of like big foam rollers or anything, or those like, it's like the big foam roller that you can put all over your head. I can't do that, and I also feel like the curls on that, even though they may be heatless, it just doesn't work for me. Sometimes I will even do this without using the curling iron. I will take a shower, let it air dry almost all the way, and then I will just pin curl it up myself by rolling it with my fingers, putting the pin curls in, and then again either letting it sit for a few hours or all night, and it will do a heatless method. So you can do this without using heat, but this is if you really want it to stay. Something about the heat just makes it set in more. And I also like to keep the rod horizontal as I'm curling the hair. And if you do it vertical, it will be a looser curl. And I feel like that's if you're actually like curling it in general, without doing the pin curls. But if you do it horizontal, it'll be a tighter, bouncier curl. And so I just do that for the pin curls too, because it also helps keep it in that shape when I pull the rod out, and then I just go ahead and pin it. Sometimes I do like this, it falls out and I have to curl it with my hands and then pin it up, but it's super easy. It just helps really hold and set in that hair. And after you get done with the first section, you'll obviously just brush out the top layer and keep on going. You can also use different curling irons. Maybe if you want to use a clip curling iron, that would work too. I just like this because it's less having to mess with. There's no clip getting my hair stuck in. Like I said, you can tell I have a lot of hair. It's thick, and this is just like the fastest, easiest method for me. I feel like this can usually take me, maybe 20 minutes. Maybe more if I'm really like focusing and getting a lot of those layers. If you do a lot of layers like this, like section it off, that's how you're going to get even more volume because you're curling even more hair. A lot of the time I will curl the hair away from my face. I do prefer sometimes the under section to curl it under so it adds more volume. And an extra step sometimes I will do, I'll take the back part of my hair where it adds volume and I will curl that under so it adds more volume towards the back. So I feel like I do have an issue where because I have so much hair, it may be nice and voluminous, but sometimes the back is a little hard to get extra voluminous. But yeah, especially towards the front, you're going to curl away from your face, and you can just rotate from curling towards your face, away from your face to add more texture to the hair to make it look a little bit more natural. Not that my hair is ever naturally curly, it's pin straight. If I'm curling my hair without doing pin curls, I don't section it as much because I like to have a little bit more of a softer kind of 50s, kind of almost hot roller blowout look. But sometimes I really love to do the extra steps of doing this because not only is it going to last me a few days, it will last through a lot of heat. And I kind of wish when I got married I had done this to my hair because I hadn't done it in years. I used to do this all the time, like 8 years ago when I was really into like victory rolls in the 50s. And I just stopped doing it because of like college and stuff. But now that I've had extra time lately, especially if like for my birthday or going to a wedding, I will do this because then my hair will actually last, especially in the summertime. It's hard for my hair to last in the heat, and doing this step really enhances the fact that it will stay. I went to the Sabrina Carpenter concert the other day and it was pretty hot. It wasn't hot, but there was a lot of people in the arena, and usually when that happens my hair is going to deflate a little, and it stayed all night. Another reason I really like this tapered wand is because you don't get just one type of curl in like an inch barrel. It goes from an inch to a half an inch, so it gives more texture and shape to the curls. And after you get them all curled up, you just got to make sure they're all nice and set in place. Sometimes you'll just have to like take the pin out, recurl it up into your head, and reset it. My hair is thick, like I said, so sometimes the clips have a tendency to fall out, so I'll have to use two. But after this is done, you could spray it with some hairspray before you take it out and let it sit for, I would say, an hour at least. If you have less time, half hour. I was just finishing the Final Destination movie, and then I took it out. The back didn't look beautiful. We all saw that, but it doesn't really matter. You can always go back in with your curling iron later and fix up that back a little bit. And after I let them sit there for a while, I took them out, and now I'm starting to look like a Korean woman from the 1800s. I love like art history and like all that stuff. And it was very reminiscent of like pompadours, where they have it really big up on top of their head, and then they'd have those like few curls down towards the nape of their neck, like a little rat tail. It didn't look very good on me, but it did look good on a lot of the ladies back then. But I always wondered why they left a few down. I don't know. I need to look more into that. I'm sure there's some books on it. These curls, I would say after they were down there, it's really giving Rita Hayworth. I really felt like I should like whip my hair down and up like that scene she does in the 1946 movie Gilda. The bangs are going to look a little scary at first, a little way too big, but you're going to take a wide tooth comb. I like doing this because it helps not like super disturb the curls, but I have also used like a wet brush to run through it if I wanted them to be a little bit more softer, less bouncy, a little more brushed out. I did that the other day for a birthday dinner with my mother and father-in-law, and it looked really good. It was a lot more softer. And this one I just wanted a lot more bounce, and the wide tooth comb helps brush them out without disturbing the curl a crazy amount. Okay, after you do that, if you're not a hairspray girly, don't use hairspray. But I'm going to use hairspray because I'm going to give my hair a fighting chance. I want it to stay all day. I've used Elnet, I've used anything. It's all the same. But we are going to use some Dry Bar Triple Sec 3-in-1 finishing spray. I got this in my BoxyCharm a while ago, and it just adds a lot of texture and hold. I think I prefer the texturizing spray from Tresemme. That also smells really good, but I got this in my BoxyCharm, so I'm going to use it up and then repurchase the other one, but it does do the job if you have it. And there you go, the nice bouncy, very Rita Hayworth hair. I was loving it. I felt super beautiful. I think when I go to bed tonight, I'm going to put it up in a cute little bun on top of my head so that it stays nice and curly for tomorrow. I'm also noticing from these clips, I think I've finally gotten back to my natural hair color. I used to do those like not permanent but like 30-day hair dye things, and it was like almost black and it looked good. But I was kind of missing my natural color, and it doesn't like permanently color your hair, but it does stay in your hair for a long time. And it's good if you want to do like color on your hair without getting like root growth, but it did stay a long time, and now I finally feel like my chocolatey warm toned hair is back. Loving it. Will I maybe color it again one day? Maybe, I don't know. I've been kind of toying with the fact of getting some balayage or some like red highlights in it, because I do definitely have red tones in my hair, so I think it would look good. But I'm also a Libra, so I probably won't. Or I'll stew on it for about a year. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Bye!